Alright, it's the new year. You're probably looking to start your own business, start your own t-shirt business. You may have stumbled across some of my videos. There's like close to 200 or so videos. In the beginning, there's lots of heat press videos, and then eventually you'll probably learn about something called print on demand. There's pros and cons to using either or, but majority of times, if you're stuck on purchasing a heat press, that's where your head's at. That's probably because you want the full control. You want to be able to do everything yourself. So we'll start making more videos on that as well. So in this video, I'm going to show you the top 3 heat presses that I would recommend you buying going into 2026. Very recently, I posted a video about rating every single heat press I've ever tried. I would say, I think it was like close to 20 heat presses I purchased on, tried. Majority of those heat presses, there's probably like 2 or 3 in the very beginning where I actually did not try, but I included it in the video anyways because I always get asked about it. But then everyone in comments is talking about, why are you going to make a video about it if you've never tried it? So it's kind of crazy because if I made the video without those 2, people in the comments asked me for my opinions on it, and then when I made the video with those 2-3 heat presses, then they said, why make this video if you haven't tried those 2? But anyways, those 2-3 heat presses were kind of like craft heat presses. It was a craft heat press like similar to one of these 2 that I mentioned in the previous video. But anyways, going into the heat presses that I think you should purchase, first and foremost, at the very least, 16 by 20. 16 by 20. Most t-shirt print sizes are going to be 12 inches. Sometimes there's squares. There's 12 by 12 inch prints. There's 12 by 16 inch prints, 12 by 18 inch prints. You can go wider than 12. Some people go about 14 inches wide, 15 inches wide for the print itself. And you will see that there's actually some heat presses that are smaller than 16 by 20s. Like there's a 15 by 15 heat press where the shirt designs that I just recommended actually fits within 12 by 15, right? Here's the thing though, you don't want it to exactly fit. For example, a 15 by 15 heat press, you do a 12 by 14 inch print. That heat at the very edge of the heat presses aren't exactly always accurate. It's not always complete heat. It's not always heated to what it should be because it's at the edge and you're using it non-stop. It's going to go from 300 to 290 to 280 depending on how fast you're using it, and how fast it's kind of heating back up. There are heat presses, the high quality ones where the edge is like, it stays very solid, but at the same time, it's just one of those things you don't want to risk the edge, or you don't want to risk the edge to be close to the actual design. You want to bleed, you want a little margin on your t-shirt space, right? So 16 by 20 heat press, if you did a 12 by 16 inch print, that gives you 2 inches additional on each side, still space for the heat to come in. And what is that on the top and bottom? You got 2 inches on the top and bottom. My math is probably wrong. I'm not Asian. My math is just not perfect. Had a 1 point whatever GPA, 1.8 or is it 1.9? I can't even remember my GPA. So that's the reason. But anyways, let's go ahead and go into some of these heat presses. The very first one I'm going to recommend, this is not a paid video. This is not a paid sponsorship. They did not pay me to say this. I purchased all my Geonites with all of my own money and they've done amazing. I know for a fact our Swing Away has like over 50,000 presses on just that single heat press alone. And it's lasted very well. Nothing ever broke with the actual heat platen itself. Still works very nicely. I would say there are some excusable broken screws because of how many times we used it. The handle broke off once or twice, probably a little bit more than that, but considering how many times we've used it, it is done amazing. Geonite, I think, it's just, you make a great product, you're gonna get the great exposure, right? So Geonite to me is pretty top tier. I'll leave the links to all of these down below as well. And the prices, it may seem fairly expensive, but these are really great prices, and I'm gonna show you, and I'm not trying to diss stalls or anything. I've also had this right here, the Hotronics heat press 16 by 20. It's 2050. This one right here is 1650 for the DK20A. I will say I do like the Swing Away more than this one, although the auto, once you push it down, it comes back up on its own. But the Swing Away, it does not come back up on its own. You have to release it yourself. But the fact that it swings away, it gives you so much space to work with your substrate, your apparel, your garment. Once you place it on there, you can just really eyeball the design onto there. And although I say eyeball, there are some methods for you to be able to get it on straight and put the placement of the design on there as close as possible. But at the end of the day, it is kind of you eyeballing where the design is going to go. But the Swing Away, it just really, it moves out of your way. So, to me, this is top tier heat press. This is going to be one of the number 1 picks for me. It's going to be like a DK20S or DK20A Geonite. All right. And although the Hotronics auto open clam does work well, it's just the price point compared to the Geonite is a little bit more expensive. I will say the air fusions are really nice though. So then you don't have to worry about pressing it. It does have the auto open and it swings all the way away itself as as well. But if we look at that price point, you're looking, it's a lot for brand new. It's a lot for brand new, okay? This is just going to be a slightly more expensive investment. It is a great investment, but I would say, you know, for me, my top pick is going to be a Geonite. They've made me the most money. Anyways, going to number 2, and this is honestly a heat press that I have not used. I was actually going to show you guys a different one. I was going to show you the Pro World one, but apparently they don't have it anymore because we've had this one, and I don't know the gauges of metals. I'm going to learn that next though. But like whatever steel and whatever they use, it was very durable. It was a nice material. It was very solid. And just watching the YouTube videos that everyone has posted on the true spec, I see, you know, I'm not judging based off of what I hear people say about it. I'm just looking at the videos and watching how it's actually used, and I can just tell by the looks of the actual material how tough and sturdy it actually is. So, you know, I think this right here is going to be a solid number 2 choice. I just know for some of you guys, you may not want to spend like $16.50, right? You want to be a little bit under. You're getting $14.99 right here, and this one has all the bells and whistles and everything. $14.99. They priced it very strategically, as you can see. It's going to get you a little bit under, and this one right here has a slide out platen. So similar to how like a swing away is going to be out of your way, right? Completely. This one right here is not, the platen, the heat press platen, is still gonna kind of be in the way, but the fact that you can pull out the drawer is going to give you a lot more space to actually work with away from the heat platen itself. So honestly, I think this is a solid deal. They're not paying me to say this. Once again, this is not a sponsored video, any of that. So I do think this is a solid deal right here. Now you're probably saying to yourself, man, these 2 heat presses are so expensive. I didn't say budget friendly heat presses. I will say though, these prices are going to be amazing prices for the amount of money that you can, your ROI on it is going to be way higher than what you're actually spending right here. But I know how it is. When you're just first starting, $1,500 seems like a lot, right? So here's what I would recommend. I know you see all these Amazon heat presses like where it's like $200, $300 and whatnot. And I talked about these 2 heat presses in that previous video that I was talking about earlier. And I just don't see how you can get great pressure out of these little craft heat presses. I just don't see it. And it's something like these 2, the heat platen itself, the heat's just not going to be consistent. You might get an actual print and it might be flat on your actual t-shirt and it might seem okay. But the problem with like some of these heat presses, the way the actual heat works, and I've seen some pictures, I've even taken apart some of our other ones, the Geonite before, not the Geonite, I think the stalls, because the magnets stopped working in order to get to it. But some of these cheaper ones, like you see how it's kind of made, like this isn't exactly how it's made, but it's just to kind of give you an idea. Whereas like the coils and whatever, I know I'm not using the proper words, but where the heat actually is on those cheaper ones, some of them aren't not consistent, but it's going to be hot enough in some of the certain points that, you know, it's enough heat to actually get the your transfer onto your substrate or your garment. And since it's flat and there's a lot of pressure, it's gonna push it onto there. So there's gonna be points in the actual design where it's completely on there, but it's not evenly on there. That's why over time those prints don't last as long. And then some people will blame the transfers, heat transfers don't work, they don't last, and things of those natures. But you know, we've had t-shirts last for like 50 washes plus, no problem, as long as you have a transfer from a solid place and then you have a heat press that works properly and designed, you know, to press properly and all those things. But you're probably saying to yourself, you know, $1,500 is a little much right now. So if you have to get like an Amazon heat press, I would kind of recommend maybe this Vevor brand. Only reason being, a lot of times the reason why you pay for these heat presses, you are paying for the name, because these things are going to break and you're going to want to pick one that has been around. And Vevor is like on all the marketplaces. They're like on Home Depot's marketplace. I think they're on Lowe's marketplace. They're on Best Buy. They have their own website. They have thousands of other like restaurant products and whatnot. I'm just mentioning restaurants because I see them in restaurants all the time, like little drink machines and stuff. But they have thousands of other products. So if it breaks, I know it's a company that you can go to and get your stuff replaced and whatnot. So that's the only reason why I recommend that. Number 2, I recommend Facebook Marketplace. There's lots of people that always give up on their business, and we've seen some really great deals on Facebook Marketplace for heat presses. So also take a look there. But just remember, you are buying used. If they say it's new, and you know, you kind of got to take their word for it. So you know, that right there is up to you, depending on how often you've purchased used items. So those three are kind of my top three. If you got it, go ahead and spin it in the right places. That way you don't have future issues. I've had someone recently message me talking about they've had an issue. They reached out to everyone, and I even replied to them. I told them your best bet is probably to either replace, and you know, I did my best to help them out, but they said they spent, I forgot what it was, but it's one of these kind of brand heat presses for like $500-600, and they can't get it to work again, just because they changed a setting on there, not because it's actually broken. They changed a setting on there and they can't get it back up to temp, and they can't get in touch with the company and whatnot because it's not like a reliable company. So they try to save, but now they can't get it to work again. So you're either gonna spin right or you're gonna spin twice. All right, so if this video helped you out, go ahead and comment. Let me know what questions you may have down below, and look out because we'll have some more heat press videos coming out once again, and I'll see you guys on the next one.